let's move on into diet. I want to talk about diet, and I think this is a very key topic. In order to have your ideal body, obviously you need an ideal diet, right? What kind of diet? I know you're vegetarian, and you're not. You like meat.
Everything.
You like meat.
I just don't cut out any food groups. So
yeah. So religious reasons. Yeah. So what kind of food do you think is necessary for the workout that you do, or someone starting as well? How can someone start eating clean, and what does clean mean? What is clean food?
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I think the best way to sum it up is you need to experiment. So what I meant is like you because different people body work different way. So basically what you have to do is you have to try a certain diet for like certain week or something, and you have to see like, does that make any changes in your body? That's the best way to move forward. I think the way I do it is I kind of track my macros. There's a lot of apps around there. I don't go for like a specific food like, oh, I want to eat this or that. What I do is like I break down the macros, how many proteins, how many carbs or how many fats are in there. So what I do is like throughout the whole day, I go for 2 times my body weight of protein, and I try to keep the fat level below 60 grams and rest. On carbs, I try to keep it to 200 grams. So that's what I do. And in those food, I don't go for like, I want to eat this, that. I just pick whichever food that comes into that macros. Yeah. And that makes it quite flexible as well. I can go for, if there's certain food that I'm craving for, I can eat that. Still, I'm within in my macros. So yeah, that's how I do my diet.
What's clean food though? What kind of food do you think is clean food?
I think this mentality of labeling food as bad is quite bad.
No.
There's no bad food.
But bacon, for example, if you have bacon every day, that is bad food, right?
Yeah, but like, if that makes your soul happy, then go for it.
Yeah.
That's making you happy, because it's all about like having a balanced diet. There's no like one size fits all.
Exactly.
That's what I would say anyway, because obviously I have a massive like sweet tooth, so I'm always eating like brownies, and everything on my Instagram, even the fitness one. And people are like, how come you eat chocolate? I'm like, but I can't eat chocolate because it's around my fat macros, like
exactly.
You said. As long as I've kept my protein high and I've met all my macros and everything, you can have that because it's part of balanced diet. So just having clean food. So for example, would you label like broccoli or, salads and stuff?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Would you be, having that for the rest of your life? Like, is this sustainable?
All right.
Do you see what I mean? Like, you can't be cutting out like food group forever. Like, if you have like certain goals, as in like, you've got some sort of goals for 6 weeks, maybe you could do that, but you can't maintain a diet for the rest of your life. Yeah. Unless you're a vegetarian, I guess. But
I think the best way to sum it up is you got to have like enjoy your life at the same time, and also like make sure that it's a discipline. Like you need to have discipline. Like Shreya mentioned, like she like to eat sweet food, but you need to have like a discipline at the same time and limit as well. You just because you like certain food, don't go like all out. Just have like a discipline. Just say like, okay, I'm gonna have this amount of street food that is within my macros. Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like if you restrict yourself, that could work as a negative impact, because obviously if I really want a chocolate and then I say, right, I can't have it, then I might not be able to have it for a few days, but then I might like binge after. So restriction leads to binge, which is obviously not helpful as well.
So
I guess.
when you're watching Netflix, do you eat like all these snacks and?
Yeah, sometimes, but I feel like, if you're not restricting yourself, then you don't really get snacky.
Yeah.
Like, would you agree?
Yeah.
Because, if you're not eating your foods properly, then you're going to get hungry really quickly, and then you just end up eating like, snacks that are junk food, I guess. But yeah, like I feel like I have about 3-4 meals and then a few like big snacks, and then I don't feel like snacking throughout the day. So to answer your question, if I'm watching Netflix, I could literally watch a show without eating anything.
Well, if you're binging on it and you're watching it for like 3 days straight or something like that.
No, I've not done that yet. Like, I think that maybe like 5 hours is my limit, but yeah.
I think another thing would be like, for example, you have an off day, like you went all out and you ate, you went way above your macros or whatever you have done. I think if it kept happening to me over the years. What happened was like, oh, I could have easily said, okay, I have an off day. You know what? My gains has all gone south, so I'll just continue eating bad food the rest of the week. Don't have that mindset.
Yeah,
just forgot what happened. Just forgot what happened yesterday. Just start new. Just continue with it. You start fresh. Don't be like, oh yeah, actually I was doing so well, and then all of a sudden I ate food. Now
and it's the same thing. Even like somebody starts to eat healthy during the day, and then they have like something during lunch, and then they just like binge after at night time. And it's not. Or eating after a certain time isn't going to, affect your goals. It's the fact that you're binging at like 9 o'clock and then having all your macros and all your calories and over-consuming and then falling off track.
Yeah, that's right. So do you advise someone to track the macro? For me, when it comes to tracking and getting my app and getting all that stuff, I don't really like to do that because I'm not disciplined enough to do that. And if I don't do that, do I have to do that is my question. Do I have to track my macros in order?
Depends upon your goal, what your goal is. If your goal is just to lose weight, just track your calories. Just like, okay, I'm just going to eat this. But if you want that particular body type, like you just want to lower your body fat, completely, that's the option. Either you have to pay someone to track macros for you, or you can do the hard work.
Get Myfitnesspal and it does it for you.
But go on.
You can't have both. You can't. You need to commit, and in order to get the result. So.
And I don't think you have to track for the rest of your life because I always do phases because sometimes because I didn't used to track for ages and I do think tracking is important but not necessary. So now what I've been doing is like I'll just track for like a week or two or even like a month depending on what food I'm eating. So then I know like what macros or protein, everything they have. And then I just know if I'm having the same food, I just know what they have sort of thing. So you don't have to keep scanning the thing every single day, every single meal because that's what you're having. But sometimes you get bored of like food and then, when I change again, then obviously start tracking again. But also it depends on your goal because sometimes I might want to, gain a few pounds or something and depends on like what you're training for it I guess so I just don't want people to be thinking all right, once I start my fitness journey I'm just gonna have to eat broccoli and rice every day and chicken and that's it. Like that's not how it works because if you're gonna make it as a lifestyle you need to make it more flexible and find what you enjoy.
And this is something I was telling my friend is that he said because I used to go gym very often at that time and he turned around and asked me, how do you like manage to go to the gym? And I told him, don't think of gym as something you have to do. It's not a job. It's neither. It is like a place that you have to be, but rather a place that you want to be. Not you have to be.
Be like appreciative of how your body can move and be able to do that. So many people aren't, in the position to be able to even go to the gym. So you've just got to be a bit more grateful and practice gratitude to channel your spirituality.
I think the thing is like it doesn't have to be gym. So if you don't enjoy gym, find something that you're passionate about.
So you found yoga.
Yeah, you mentioned yoga. You can do yoga and eat right. Trust me, you're gonna get the result. If you have like proper food plan and you're doing a certain amount of workout, you're gonna see the result. So you don't have to go to the gym. You can do cycling, running, swimming, whichever
hiking,
exactly, walking
as well. Fast walking,
exactly, fast.
Put a podcast on, Sabali talks.
Sabali talks. Yeah, guys, come on, just put this on. You're gonna get motivated somehow. That's the intention.